Hey, here you are.
Hey,
You hear me okay?
yeah.
Excellent. I can hear you just fine as well. Welcome to Commentator Studio on EvoSports. So just uh, just to get started, first thing is, can you see the entire screen? Are you using your laptop, and can you see the whole pool table?
Hold on just a second. I cannot see the whole table. I'm missing the bottom.
Okay, that's normal. So if you see on your Chrome browser on the top right, there's three dots. And
Yep.
if you click the three dots, there's an option that says zoom about in the middle of the
Oh yeah.
way down. If you set that to 80%, that will
Yep.
that will give you the best view of the table where you can see everything.
Yes.
Okay. So set that at 80%, and now you should be able to see all the way to the bottom of the scoreboard where it says race to 11 at the very bottom of the scoreboard. And you should be able to see above our commentator names in the top right, you should be able to see a toolbar that says clear, cue ball, and hints. And
Oh yeah.
Okay. You can see all that without scrolling at all.
Correct.
Perfect. Okay. This is pretty quick and easy. So this is all it is. This is not the link that you will use for the Don Weir. We're going to have a custom link for you that's going to get you into specific tables at Golden Fleece. So we'll get that out to you probably either Friday night or Saturday morning, and say, here's your link to join. When you're available. So just a couple things to remember. The mute button is at the very top left. There's a microphone. If you want to just audibly count to 10 and click on that when you get to like 3 or 4, just so I can make sure that it's working right.
Understood. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, it works.
Okay.
Yep, you're good to go there. And so the three words at the top that says clear, cue ball, and hints. Clear just cleans any drawings or anything off the screen, and we'll go into using the drawing tool. Are you using an external mouse, or are you using a trackpad on your laptop?
Trackpad.
So it's a little harder to draw with the trackpad, but you can give it a try. Typically with a mouse, a left click lets you freestyle draw whatever you want. And a right click on the mouse gives you a nice straight line. So you can draw, perfectly straight lines and indicate angles and things like that.
Okay.
And then the clear button will clear off any drawings that you've done.
Got it.
You want to test out the drawing tool with your trackpad?
Sure. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. It'll just be harder to do the right click, which is the straight line.
Oh, let's see. Yeah. How would I do that? Oh, there we go.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. So it looks like I got to hit the very bottom. Let me clear this. I'm going to try to go from corner to corner here. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay. And are you happy with this color, or what color would you prefer your pen to be? Because I can actually set a color for you. Right now, it's going to be random. Every time you refresh your Commentator Studio or log back in, it gives you a random color.
I would go with white.
Okay, that's what I prefer. So let me give you this here. So you would just add this text. I'm going to send it to you in Messenger. You would add this text to the end of the URL string. Okay, so after your name, you see how the end of the URL string says Lee Baldwin?
Okay.
Right after Lee Baldwin, you would say and color equals, and then 6 Fs. So just copy and paste that to the end. You can go ahead and do it now and restart it just to make sure that it works, and then refresh.
Let's see here.
right.
Yeah.
Looks like you've got white pen now. Okay, perfect. So I'll just make sure that, if I forget, usually when I give you the link, it just says Lee Baldwin at the end. But if I forget, that's all you have to do is just put that and color equals FFF, and that gives you the white color pen. So just in case I forget.
Got it. Just figure some practice.
Looks like a little bit of practice helps with the right click. It is much easier if you have like a wireless mouse or something and you just plug the dongle in to your laptop and you can get those for like $15 or whatever. They're pretty cheap.
Yeah,
it does make it quite a bit different.
Yeah, I'll just order one of those. Should have it by Saturday on Amazon.
Yep. Okay. And then, so that's the drawing tool. And then cue ball. So I just clicked on cue ball at the top, and you can left click to show what English, maybe if you want to, illustrate the actual, English of the shot that you're talking about. You can use that and move the dot around on it. And then if you want to move the whole cue ball somewhere else on the screen, you would hold down a right click button, just like you would draw a straight line. You could hold down a right click button and move it around so that it's in an area where you want it. It's not blocking anything or something.
Fantastic. Let me try it.
Yep.
Cue ball. All right. Yeah, this is great. Good job. This is going to be such an upgrade from that debacle from last year.
What debacle?
Well, when those idiots tried to stream the tournament.
Oh God, yeah. This is going to be way different. So this is really the first time that anybody's ever really done this before. So I've got basically a group of volunteer commentators that are coming in that are all, pretty decent commentators, but average players like us, right?
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's better than having no commentary, because literally he just, he was expecting us to do 2 tables, and we're like, we'd rather do 5.
Wow.
So like, he's like, wow, well, you can do that. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, our technology is scalable, so it doesn't matter to us. Like, I mean, it's just a matter of finding commentators for the additional tables, because it's more fun to watch if there's commentary. But I think what we'll do is we'll just, kind of keep an eye on the schedule, the bracket, and who's being scheduled for what table. And so we'll try to get commentary on the ones have the higher level players in it.
Sure.
Right. Makes sense. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be pretty fun to commentate like Aaron Moss versus Shane Van Boning, but nobody really wants to. It's going to be 6-0, right? Yeah, so that's about it. Now, if you have any issues for some reason, and then I also recommend having the YouTube video up in the chat, and because up on another screen or on your phone, but make sure the volume is all the way down, so that way you can monitor the chat and on your phone. So that's kind of a good idea. But just like I said, you know how to find videos on EvoSports.
No, let me try that.
Okay, if you go to our YouTube channel, EvoSports Streaming, go to the channel and then click playlists.
Okay.
And let me know when you're there. And are you doing this on your phone or your laptop? Your phone. Okay.
Okay. So, and once I get to click on, I'll subscribe, and then what do I do?
When you're on our channel, go into our channel and you click on the button that says playlists.
Okay, my phone isn't showing that. I'm seeing all these different tables and videos.
So Does it say EvoSports Streaming at the top? And then
Yeah.
it says never miss the action, 1.4 thousand, 1.4K subscribers.
I see the
And then,
1.4.
okay, and then below that, you'll see subscribed, that you are subscribed. Right below that, it says home, videos, live, playlists, right? There's options right there. There should be.
Yeah, my phone, it might be different than yours.
Interesting.
I'll send you a screenshot of what I am looking at here. But I'm betting a live video would show up towards the top of what I'm looking at.
It does. It does. So, and I'll send you a screenshot of what I'm looking at as well, so you have that. But yeah, the live always shows up at the top. Let me see what you got here. Okay, so you're not actually inside the channel yet. So you have to click on EvoSports Streaming to go into the channel.
Oh, I see. That'll help. Okay, yeah, playlists.
Yeah, okay, so playlist is what you want to find any video specifically. So we're going to have a special playlist just for the Don Weir Memorial. So you would be able to just go right to that playlist, and every video that's, the live ones will be at the top, but then the ones that are, have already happened will be below that. But it'll be every single match that's been played at the Don Weir.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so you can just scroll down and easily find the one that you want. And we're going to tell you what table number, and the table numbers are going to be in there. So you'll always see table number in the description on our videos. The videos are typically titled with the player names, the venue name, and the table number, right? So you're going to be looking for anything that is, like if we say, hey, we've got you scheduled for, from 7 p.m. to midnight, and you're going to be on table 3, right? So then, that any video that's, you'll be able to find it very easily. But that's about all there is to it, really. There is also a hints button, but the hints basically just tells you everything that I just told you. It's how to use the drawing tool, how to use the cue ball, and how to zoom in or out to get the video to be right on your screen. And that's all it is.
Well done, boss. I'm excited. I don't know. I can't even stay awake till midnight physically anymore, but I'll go as long as I can.
Okay, we're not sure how late the matches are going to go on Saturday. The challenge is that there's going to be a dinner scheduled, and I don't know when exactly. There's some kind of 2-hour break in the tournament, and I think it's somewhere around 6 to 8 or something like that. And then after that, they're going to try to get 2 or 3 rounds in after they're back from dinner.
Okay.
So it's bar box 9-ball, and most of these players are very, high rated. A lot of them are. So we're expecting the matches to go very quickly. Like if you get 2 high rated players playing a race to 7 or 6 in a 9-ball bar box, it's going to be 30 or 40 minutes max, right? So it's going to be fast action. So I'll find out about what time the dinner is going to be, but I'll stay in communication with you and just let you know so that you're up to date. And then, if you are unavailable later, that's fine. This is a volunteer job. You can work however much you want. And feel free to promote FNL Productions, introduce yourself a little bit and talk about, your live stream as well. And that type of thing is perfectly fine. But we also want you to be aware of the players that are playing and their accomplishments. Maybe if it's SVB or Corey Duel or, Mika Immonen, maybe just kind of have a little Wikipedia up and, talk about maybe some of their past performances and, accomplishments and that type of thing.
Yeah. I had thought of doing that exact thing, because I can tell certain commentators are doing that. And I won't talk much about myself, though, especially when there's pros playing. I don't, I kind of figure if someone's watching from California because Shane Van Boning's playing, they're never going to tune into FN. I just don't see it happening. I think
That's
people
true.
watch their friends, or people that they've seen or know.
That's a good point.
Tell me about Don Weir. It's pronounced Weir. Weir. Don Weir. And his son is the one that adds the money and puts this on?
Yes, Jason Weir.
Jason. Write this down.
This is the third or fourth. This is, I think, the fourth annual.
Okay. Fourth annual Don Weir. And his son is Jason.
Yes.
And how much does he add about?
$15,000 is added. Now he gets sponsors and other things to pitch into that, but
Okay.
he definitely sinks a ton of his own money into it, because the pros that are playing in it, he's basically like Shane. He's basically paying for their hotel and entry.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What a stud!
So it's kind of a free roll for some of the top pros that are in it to get them out here and get them playing in it. But he's a very wealthy guy, and he's like, this is what my dad would have wanted. And he wants to do it right to memorialize his father's legacy. And his dad, Don Weir, was a pool player in the Pacific Northwest for many, many years, decades. A lot of the old timers knew him. And certainly, guys like Dan Louie, right? They're going to be very familiar with Don. And, he was... and Jason grew up in Everett, went to Everett High School, just a few blocks away from Golden Fleece, and so he's got a kind of a deep history in the area.
Love to hear it. Just looking at his profile now, yeah, he looks wealthy. Well, he's definitely doing it right for his dad. Would love to give him a firm handshake and pat on the back. That's awesome.
Well, you can certainly do it vocally and verbally over the commentary. So I'm sure that would be much appreciated. So you are going to see on the screen on the top right corner, we're going to have a rotating banner of sponsors. That's just going to sort of rotate in and out on a slideshow. But it's going to be about the size of our commentator studio names up there on the top left. It's going to be kind of like that, but on the right side. So
great.
And on the screen, nobody sees the hints or any of that stuff. They don't see your toolbar. The only thing they see is the drawing or the cue ball. Right? It's just an overlay, is what it is.
Okay, and they do see our names.
Yes.
Okay, I did order the mouse, so that's
nice.
Cool.
It looks like you've got it down pretty good.
Yeah, the only thing is the button on the trackpad, the bottom right corner, is such a small area. I can't risk it, because if I don't press it exactly in that spot, it's bogus.
Right. It's actually kind of good to use this tool, because you can see if balls actually play to the hole by just right clicking from the center of the ball. Here, let me clear this out for you. If you just sort of right click on the center of the ball and then go to the pocket, you can really kind of get an idea of, okay, it does go, right? Like, it probably doesn't go to this side of the pocket, but it does go right there. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
So I use it as a tool to tell me if the ball actually clears to the pocket. And I've actually gotten pretty good at knowing exactly how much room they have to pocket a ball.
Okay, that's good stuff.
Yeah, you got this down, man. I tell you, the drawing tool is don't overuse it, but if you're trying to explain something, like, I hate it when commentators say, well, if he gets it right here, then he'll be in good shape. And I'm like, where? I don't see what you're talking about. You're pointing at your screen and nobody at home can see where you're pointing. So why are you even saying here? You know what I mean? Like, but commentators do that all the time when they have two commentators together in the booth and they're pointing at the screen going, well, if he goes here and then he goes around this area right here, and people at home are like, I can't see what you're pointing at, so this gives you a little bit easier visualization for people.
Yeah, or you could do an X marks the spot.
Yeah. Yeah, like, he's going to pocket this, this ball in here, and I think that ideally he's going to try to come around these balls like this and get shape right in here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of what I use. I use the freestyle for like drawing a position circle, and then I'll use the straight line for drawing the angles.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I would probably do the X. I don't like sloppiness. Oh, so they fade.
Yeah, they fade out over time.
Okay, that's cool too.
Yeah, because we don't want them to just sit there forever if you forget to take it off.
Right.
All right. Any questions?
Let me think. So you'll be texting me what match I'll be doing when, kind of a deal, or just I'll come home at like 6:15 and say I'll message you saying I'm ready. Is there anything for me to do, or?
Yeah, that's probably best. Is around 6 o'clock we'll probably be doing the dinner break or planning for it, and then I'll have a better idea of what matches are going to start up after the dinner break, and so I'll be able to text you and say, hey, we're going to be starting back up at this time, and here's the match that you're assigned to.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. That sounds like a good plan. And it's Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, it's Saturday, and then Sunday. Well, most of our needs are for Saturday, because Sunday is going to be more the money the money rounds, right? It's going to narrow it down to just a few tables, so we won't need as many commentators for Sunday as we will for Saturday, because every table that we have a camera on will be streamed on Saturday. Whereas on Sunday, it might be only 2 or 3 tables, or maybe just when it gets down to 4th, 3rd, and finals, it's just one table the whole time.
Yeah.
And the feature table, we're not going to have remote commentary for the feature table. That's going to be in-house commentary. So I'll have a sound booth set up there, and we'll be bringing pros and other players and some pool celebrities, I guess, in, like Molina Mike and some of these other guys that are going to do commentary in-house. So that'll be on the feature table. So the one feature table, and then we're going to have 4 standard Evo tables with remote commentary.
All right, brother. I got a call. Sounds like we got it all covered.
All right. And just to close out that window, and you're off Commentator Studio.
Okay. I'll X this out.